In the face of our own suffering, in the face of other people's suffering, there can be a temptation sometimes to cry out, or even to secretly think, why me? Why has this thing happened to me? Or perhaps when we see other people suffering, sometimes people we personally like to judge well. We consider them good people. We say, why has this thing befallen them? Look at the injustice. We declare it an injustice because of our own judgment. There is a great lack of wisdom, of course, in this cry, however strong a temptation it may be. One way that we need to understand this is by looking at the example of Job in the Old Testament. We remember Job, who God himself declared was a righteous man. Who amongst us would dare to imagine for a moment that God would judge us righteous? And yet here is Job, who God himself declares is a righteous man. His righteousness is undeniable. But God permitted Job to suffer every kind of calamity, every evil, every form of suffering that it would seem is possible to fall on a person beyond death, before death. Every pain, every torment. His children were all killed in a single night. His great wealth and property was taken from him. His physical body was not only full of ailments, but disfigured to the point where his friends and associates couldn't bear to look at him. His wife, his very wife, called on him to blaspheme and cry out against God. And in the face of all this, of course, we read that Job never lost faith in God. Job continued to trust in God, regardless of his suffering. Job understood nothing happens outside of God's providence. Now let us be wise when we think of this. Let us not jump to worldly conclusions and say, then everything is God's fault. We can blame God. Of course, this is a lie, this is a blasphemy. But God permits things. We are in a fallen condition. Look what we have done to this beautiful world that God gave us. Look what we have done to our very soul. And so God, in his infinite wisdom, must heal us, must bring us to our senses. And Job understood this. He understood nothing happens